Hi, baby. It's time for your bedtime story. It is time for Chapter 2 of The Lease by Crinkle Cub. So, this chapter is called Nursery. Now, Ryan, I think you're a very charming and open minded young man. I hope that you have found me to be a good and caring man so far. I assure you I am. And I have nothing but the best intentions. In front of you is a list of rules that would need to be followed to live in my home free of rent. It might look like a lot, but promise it will be easy to follow, especially once in a routine. Before we look at it closely, line by line, I'll explain it simply. I find you to be adorable. I have always wanted to be a daddy. When I moved to this home, I was lucky to have met a boy in school, much like yourself, who I grew very fond of. We had a special relationship, intimate, where I felt fatherly towards him. In trusting me, he opened up and told me that he had an interest in being treated like a baby. This sounded odd at first, but after seeing him dressed up in a diaper and finding a role as a boy, my paternal instincts really kicked in. We fit together so well. Ryan was listening more and more intently as Bob was talking. He was thinking about how he had in the past had curiosities towards diapers and tried to deny them. He thought wearing his underoos would satisfy that side of him and it would be accepted. Still, hearing about this made him feel nervous and shy. He wondered where Bob was going with this. Soon, this boy moved in here, and our relationship grew to the next level. He lived as my full-time adult baby boy. It was a beautiful and special thing that we both loved. I had created rules, the same rules in front of you, and he followed them or would face the consequences. I know this must be a lot to process, but I am in no rush. But I hope you know I'm coming at this from a place of love. Bob stood up, holding the contract packet in one hand, and held out his other hand for Ryan. Don't say anything now, but why don't you follow me and I can show you your room? Should you decide to live here? Ryan remained frozen in the moment, but he looked around in the nice house and then at Bob. Looking very handsome and gentle, he quietly got up and held Bob's hand, following him to a nearby door. The door was closed and on the outside had a few cute signs. One saying, "Shh, the baby is sleeping," and another that was baby blue and has Nursery on it. Holding tight onto Bob, the door opens and Ryan follows him in. The room is large, and the first thing he noticed was the cute Mickey Mouse wallpaper. It was very cute and playful. Then, across the room, he noticed an oversized crib. It looked to be the size of a large twin bed, but with wooden rails that went up taller than him. And on the mattress, matching Mickey sheets. In the corners of the crib were stuffed animals, and over the top, a Mickey baby mobile. At the foot of the crib was some kind of playful-looking wired device. Next to the crib was an oversized armchair and an adult-sized rocking horse. On the wall next to the door was a strange dresser with a pad or mattress on top, and instead of drawers, lots of shelves and cubbies that were all filled. Ryan scanned the room, looking all over. Bob let him absorb it. I know this is a lot to take in, but we can go slow. If it's too much, just say so, and we can go back downstairs. At the moment, Ryan noticed a teddy bear on the chair that looked exactly like the one he had as a boy. He went across the room and clutched it in his arms very quickly. Shocked by this sign of regression, Bob walks up to Ryan and gently hugs him. "You okay, little Rai?" Ryan just remained frozen for a moment, holding the bear, then looks up at Bob's comforting eyes. "Yes, sorry, I had this exact bear as a boy. I was lost at a tough time in my life, and it feels so good to hold him again." Bob caresses the boy's hair a bit and squeezes tighter. "That's just fine, buddy. Here's your bear now, and he won't ever leave your side." "What is his name?" Almost in tears of joy, Ryan hugs the bear. "This is Sprinkles. I've missed him so much." After another moment, Ryan starts to snap out of his reaction, realizing he was a grown adult clutching a teddy bear. He gets a bit embarrassed. Bob steps in, trying not to let go of that adorable, innocent Ryan just displayed, and starts to show all the details of the nursery. "So, this special bed would be for you, buddy. You'd be so comfortable in here every night. Don't worry, you won't get scared. There's a special night light that'll keep on." Ryan keeps looking on, "And here is your changing table. This will be a very special and intimate space for us. Don't you worry, I'll take great care of you. You won't have to worry about a thing." Ryan, still in a bit of a daze, gets curious and awkward about the changing table, and in a whisper asks, "So, you put, I'll be wearing..." Unable to say the word diaper, Bob interrupts by pulling out a fluffy white and pastel colored diaper with a cute cartoon all over it. "Diaper, yes, buddy. Why bother going to the bathroom when you have a full service diaper changer right here? I'll keep you all set." Ryan, still clutching Sprinkles in hand, reaches out and touches the diaper. Shocked to find them soft and comfortable, he grins a little. "Why don't you hold on to that for a bit? Over here you can see your closet. We'll have a longer talk about that later. But you won't need to worry about what to wear ever again. Daddy's got you covered." Ryan looks at Bob. "Daddy? Wow, this is real," he thinks. He calls himself Daddy. Bob goes on. "And the most fun part is this rocker. Do you want to give it a spin?" Ryan wanted to resist, but Bob was egging him on. And he was already holding the teddy bear and a diaper. It couldn't hurt. He shyly nodded, and Bob helped him climb onto it. Taking the diaper and bear from him, Ryan holds on and Bob starts rocking it. "Whee! Yay! There you go. See, I told you it was fun." Ryan couldn't help but smile and giggle. It was actually fun to ride. He never felt so big yet so little. Okay, that's enough for now. There's more to see. He helps him off the horse and takes his hand. "Don't worry, we can come back here soon. But let's go see Daddy's room." Bob tosses the diaper on the changing table as Ryan obediently follows Bob back to the hall and notices an open door across from the nursery. "Oh, is that the bathroom? I need to use that," Ryan says, trying to let go of Bob's hand. "Can't you hold it, big guy? We have more to see. Come on." Bob responds, not letting go. He leads Ryan down the hall and into a pair of double doors. Opening them, he unveils a large room with a massive king-size canopy bed. It was the biggest room he had ever seen. Bob showed him the space and walked past giant walk-in closets and towards the master bathroom. In the center of the room stood an enormous freestanding tub. "This is the best place for bath time," he said. Ryan exclaimed, "This isn't a swimming pool?" And they both laughed. Bob led Ryan to the loft room and to the sofa. He handed Ryan back Sprinkles and the contract packet. I know this is a lot to take in, Ryan. I wouldn't not have shown you everything if I didn't sense a part of you would really enjoy this. I hope that's true, because this has been one lovely evening getting to know you. Ryan looked down at the contract and his mind started racing. Hey, why don't you take some time to think about it? No need to rush right in, is there? Ryan responded, normally I would say no, but classes start very soon. Bob cuts him off. Why don't you go back to your place and think about it for the next couple of days if you need? The room isn't going anywhere. In hearing your place, Ryan remembered he doesn't have much of a place to go back to. Before he could respond, Bob spoke up with, or why don't you stay here tonight? Give the room a test run. See what you think. Find if it's comfortable. We can go over the contract details in the morning that way. Ryan looked over his shoulder at the nursery beyond. The door was open and the nightlight was on, and the crib was glowing in an almost magical way. Still pensive, Bob chimes in once more. If nothing else, you'll get a great breakfast in the morning, I promise. With a side grin and sigh partly of concern, part relief, Ryan says, okay, let's give it a shot. Only issue is, I don't have any of my stuff with me. Bob's smile grew giant. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm sure I can take care of whatever you need right here. Come, let's go downstairs and toast to our new friendship. Bob leans in for a hug, and Ryan doesn't resist. Hands clasped, Bob once again escorts Ryan to the kitchen, this time Ryan's hand with Sprinkles in tow. Bob takes a bottle of wine out of the fridge and pours himself a glass, then reaches into the cabinet for a large sippy cup and pours that for Ryan. Ryan looks perplexed, but as to not be rude, he takes the cup. They cheers and start to drink. Sitting in the great room, they talk more, and Ryan hears more about Bob's last boy, hearing about where he was from, his time in school, and how they got along. They spoke of the trips they went on and adventures they had. Much of the time, Ryan forgot the exact dynamic in the relationship, and it was exciting hearing about all the fun stuff they did. After a few glasses of wine and Bob's captivating stories, they got off the sofa to get another bottle of wine. Standing at the sink, Bob turns on the water. Oh, and one time we had a great road trip to Niagara Falls. Have you ever been? They are huge. So much water gushing, flowing so fast, spraying up and splashing, lots of water. Bob goes on and makes loud waterfall noises, and at that, Ryan's tipsy eyes open wide. And there in the kitchen, he looks down and sees a wet spot in his jeans, and it's growing. He can't stop it. His face is full of panic, and Bob was still going on about the waterfall, not noticing at first. Ryan, you okay? What's going on? He looks down where Ryan is looking and sees the puddle on the floor. Aw, buddy, that's okay. I forgot my stories can drag on. Don't worry about it. Daddy is here and to the rescue. Told you I had everything you needed. We can wash those jeans right up. But in the meantime, let's get you changed for bed. Gosh, it's 9:30 already. So late. Ryan remained standing in shock. He hadn't wet himself since he was 12, when he would wet the bed during his parents' divorce. Bob took his hand again, and up the stairs they went. Difficult walking up the stairs in wet jeans. Ryan struggled to keep up. Bob took him right to the nursery. Oh, okay, buddy, let's get those wet pants off you. Bob shoos away Ryan's hand on his jeans button and starts to unbutton them himself. Undone, he struggles a little bit, getting them down to his ankles. They fall fast as they are heavy. Ryan is standing there now in his wet, piss-stained super underoos. "Oh my, how cute," Bob exclaimed. Not expecting to see this, Ryan forgot about his whitey-tighties and blushed. "Well now that I know you like cute undies, I'll be sure you always look the cutest little guy," he said as he lifts Ryan up on the changing table. Ryan was a bit shocked at how strong Bob was, but his arms were big, that of a Navy man, with the tattoo of a ship and all. Now laying down, Ryan was not sure what to expect. This was very strange yet comforting. Bob was bending to get items from under the table. First, the diaper was taken out and put on Ryan's tummy. Then a large bottle of baby powder and baby wipes as well. Lastly, Bob scans the room and picks up sprinkles from the floor. Bob puts the teddy in Ryan's arms. "Okay, I understand this might be very strange, but I promise it will be the most relaxing experience of your adult life. I'm going to take the best care of you. Sprinkles is here to make sure. Just relax." And without a pause, and from out of nowhere, Bob slips a giant adult-sized pacifier in Ryan's mouth. And he is about to spit it out, but then starts sucking on it, which oddly soothes him. Okay, so that is the end of Chapter 2 of The Lease. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of the next video. Bye, guys.